Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet Taki?
Right, when I had child, yes.
It's true. Let me read some of the reasons I'm crying on my entire movies education near because they have been oriented by the current education structure to believe that they are more likely to acquire a job after completing a degree course as opposed to TVET programs and ICT. Most children perceive acquisition of degree to securing a white-collar job and associate that to increasing the social status of their family and pride as start to being a degree holder. So you could see that this is what the system is offering now.
Right, and I think the way, Kwame,
but so create something the quick one about creative arts free SHS is almost ready in Kumasi. And I think it's very strategic for the industry because 60% of the youth are arts oriented.
Years ago, Chairman, and Bright, before you come in, and I think our parents and so be more so. Money be on the share, a problem. Chairman, let me give you an example. May a left hand, may a left-handed person, and I was doing very well writing with my left.
Yeah,
and my son. My parents think no, it will be at the right nature. Just oh, you're left-handed, a mistake. To the extent say near the blade to charm and sign on kitty, send a bear, the plaster no better. I was forced now to write with my right. But you can be left-handed and still do very well.
And those are people who write very well.
Everything piano me yet as a left-handed person apart from writing. I think so discussion was on our phone. Obi one man, the bunny was a change and a pharmacist.
Exactly.
They saw a lawyer.
Say you know
discourage a colonial castle person or electrician or person say. Maybe girl who is 6 years. Anytime career day in school piano. I could lay son be fire woman. Fire service. Edu career, but was that need just any man?
Yes.
Be an chairman. Only be inventing a fire tender. I mean, but if we demoralize a colana, that be a say Jumano, and yet an asanya nampeso right from the onset. No, it be an interest a word you are shifting it towards BBI. Then it gets to a point where I confused. So let me a chatty a new part, but no one succeeded there. There's a small girl, free SHS. Or call Krobo girls. Entered Krobo girls with 08. Now, normal area until my adopting. The child do not finish school with 28.
With 20?
Yeah, with 28. Because emotional Nema will go through losing their mother, 2 weeks to exams, this child wanted to be an architect in future.
Okay.
And I said to be an artist. 28 chairman. But I felt say Akolano future or fat pencil on a paper. Chairman bit my draw out way like that.
Yeah.
And the man has no, this child ever go private tertiary. And now no what not and the kind of creativity with me I'm say what for no and do now
yeah.
Right, let's challenge corporate Ghana.
Yeah.
Say it's not enough for us to just look at the building of toilets and all. Chairman, not started this your Kokoro Charity Foundation.
Yeah.
Now it's grown so big. One of your good partners is Dennis Educhum. I was with him in common. Dennis is a farmer too.
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
Oh, I don't answer on the
Yes.
every weekend to cry on the Nambono
who say baby I only big platforms support government. Me challenge the private sector. Say, look, when you have majority of your youth force not employed, that is when you also begin to feel the heat because they engage in nefarious activities.
But what would government also therefore do to cushion the private sector
so
to support?
That is where the private sector must also now negotiate with government.
Yeah.
Say, if a portion of our revenue go into youth development and youth support, when it comes to ABR taxes, and mind you, government also gave tax waiver to companies owned by young Ghanaians below the age of 35. That's youth. Now we can move beyond there and say, you need AGI. And you need corporate Ghana to also sit down with government and say, look, unemployment is a big case. And look, this year and the next year, Chairman, I don't want to kid you, times are going to be tough. Not just for Ghana, for Africa and the rest of the world. Because COVID, the extent of damage are here to the world's economy, to the African economy, and to the Ghanaian economy. It cannot be underestimated. Uko UK now, government was giving support to unemployment natural because of the COVID. Now that support are now buying the amount. It ends in the month of June. So you are going to have a huge population of unemployed people too in the UK. They can no longer now depend on benefit. Now I say so bad. Until now, no, the show team say BBR government is going to do, and that is why when people say fix the country, it's a very good call. But government is already fixing the country. How can we also now challenge the other stakeholders to say the private sector making? That is the engine of growth. Because Chairman, with good business environment, with good incentives, if the despite group first Mama Fabe 100 people. And some support, money negotiates, okay, a portion of our revenue is going to go into this. What is government also going to do to support us and negotiate? I think it can take on more people. And for me, I think relying on just the public sector will be harming the future of our government. Is doing its part, but government alone cannot do it, and that is why we need the private sector, not as an act of tokenism. Say, we've for CSI are setting aside 100,000 cedis for CSI.
But
practical. A portion of our revenue every year now, it be this percentage for youth development. It could be in the support of startups, and for the proposals, but for sound business, a bright toton, and for paper, bro, but we say for pay. Say no, Obiana my own seat, Wakaso Kujama, no toton. But people will prefer some and someone started baggy, a package beer, nicely packaged. Senabea, even whilst you pass along, you can also get some to buy. I think that the Ghanaian youth is very creative, and when given the support. And I think this discussion is a fantastic one.
We should continue it.
Challenge corporate Ghana. That is where I'm.
We should continue it. Bright because but we should continue. But Justice Abeku fair Ekama Sembi Mami or say Sammi Awuku is a very kind person, and that's no fluke at all. Just that he seldomly picks his phone calls. All of it all, God bless him. Abeku come say mama me pa
because we am pick up on fan chain, but he said we happen to be sending a message. Now that you've apologized, let's see if you pick up and I'm responding. And after bed two is when you're man saying, you see, these are the things Chairman complains about. But Chairman, let me apologize in advance.
Say the baby of
no, I do no more. I know it's me.
Say apologize in advance. Say
the Catholic school, probably be a boss. I confess to the Almighty God and to you, my brothers and sisters, that I've seen through my own fault in my thought and in my words, in what I have done and in what I have failed to do. And I ask the Blessed Mary Ever Virgin and all the angels and saints to pray for me to the Lord. I will just say in what I have failed to do. And what I've done. To the we'll get better.
Having listened to the insightful discussion so far, all I can say is in somebody's voice, boys are bread. Say Obama in Pokuase. Boys are bread. And this one says, Chairman General, please let everybody now know that TVET has changed. You can actually pursue TVET up to the doctorate degree level. And that is my friend from Codverde Eunice. Thank you very much for that one. Says you can have a PhD in TVET.
That's welcoming. That's welcoming.
I know what Sammi Awuku is saying might sound strange to some people. I mean, about discouraging children. I've experienced it firsthand. I was taking my daughter to secondary school, and we got to talking about what career she would pursue. She wanted to be a marine biologist. Jokingly, I said she would end up working on the Kole Lagoon. Kwame, will you believe years later she told me that because I said she would end up working on the Kole Lagoon, she abandoned that career. Kwame, as parents, we should be careful what we say to our children about their career choices. Wow.
Chairman, it's so true.
It's
right, me growing up.
Yeah.
Ade na chairman, that is a casa emede. And even though I grew up in a house that never wanted to hear or see anything NDC, growing up as a child, anytime I papa J be back, go free there, Jackson Park in your door, because and I could be doing rapuni pa bubu man. But then I felt something business means me. But my passion was more towards public service. Any manual seven. See, when I gained even admission into St. Augustine's and I still felt say, even though my parents wanted me home there, just a politics, they felt that no. Kusuya way. Mekoya no still the mindset was towards political science. So me call Legon, me and I'm call political science.
Oh, I see.
School of Agric. Let me call Professor Entry Dance no a dean of student. So from first year Agric, I'm there second year as a prof. I don't know. Monsieur Eco, but many ho. Me dey say, see Eco ye. It is that time I'm a Bobby posters man, first year university. Kwasman and on a deputy national security coordinator.
Okay.
Now ono SRC president. Intina Rocky Obi and Oye Western North Regional Minister and any spokesperson. And I may the around boy and me bo posters. But the posters now me bo no crowd me ya say me bo posters because I'm playing a role in the political activity. It's the second year Rocky decides to go for SRC president and I was posters and my board first year and there's a graduate I'm a spokesperson. Then the third year I decided to contest for SRC with Lord Hammer.
Okay.
And then fast forward after school, I felt say no, I still wanted to play a role in it. I more AFAG and all that. Then the MPP also made me a deputy communications director. And I feel with the chairman, wow, Gumi, youth, I'm the BD youth leader, and I'm a BD organizer. I've made mistakes along the way.
Of course,
and I always tell you, there were statements I made in the past and presented the same way. I keep telling you, and take position.
Take position.
That. And these are regrettable statements. I keep saying, sir, you see, when you start from a point, you be do baby, I won't say, it will be a year, me, between you and I, many of the young people in the politics now, from these parties, Miami DMO and the others. The point when I'm hearing Yamana or Yana, I dare film Biamo, I can't say Chalonia, when they actually break a car. We're lucky to have had people to also coach us. Yourself, Kweku Bako, Kweku Sechiado. These three people, anytime I was on radio, were always tries. And I feel me most illustrious boss. It's chairman who be in the field. It's parents shouldn't also say Nipane Kwakwe artist. It's not all about the money. It's about baby. I also don't know passion.
Mike Kweko Fourier Sante, I'm a Saman constituency chairman of the NPP, says, great discussion this morning. Now, to promote technical and vocational trade, we also need to massively support the associated industries in these areas, such as woodwork, welding, spraying, etc. For example, a woodworker or carpenter working in IKEA or Bogas will not feel inferior to a white-collar colleague. That is where the issue is. Please tell Sammi Awuku that he is doing a good job, but he should try and pick his calls. Samuel Appentin, USA. I
apologize. I'm the son by correspondence. I can hear you all after the program.
Wow, Mamio. Oh, you understand by correspondence. I know. I'm an OV.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.